Tippy time, my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. Choir of 1 is fully out and customizable, so this week I'll be making a build for each subclass to maximize its damage output and functionality. Today we'll be looking at our Titan, but first I wanted to break down the weapon. Feel free to skip ahead if you've already watched previous breakdowns. The Choir of 1 is essentially a Wyvern battle rifle. When aimed down sights, this special ammoed auto rifle has a 225 RPM, so its closest comparison would actually be closer to that of a scout rather than AR. But because it's a special weapon, a lot of us draw comparisons to our rocket sidearms. A standard indebted kindness shot does 18k and Choir does 12k, but even after the Choir's reserve nerf, this is still a damage difference of 1.8 million to the kindness's 990,000. But we also have to consider that fanatical lance trait. Its hipfire mode launches multiple projectiles at once in a slower spread pattern. These detonate on impact. Its total damage won't be nearly as impressive at 960,000, but it is tremendous burst damage. This is a champ stopper even at Grandmaster level content. Also, with rapid final blows, we cause targets to explode into a pool of radiolarian fluid. Logic Reductor in the artifact can extend the lifetime of these pools. We don't need to worry about our range or recoil with this weapon. Equip fluted barrel to give us a big chunk of handling, as this is our primary weapon. Alloy magazine will give us those quick reloads, so we can mag dump twice in a champ's face during one stun. Equip short action stock to push that handling even further. With targeting autoloader, upon defeating targets, we get a quick little self reload with the gun. This is also going to gain us up to 20% damage. And sustained fire grants us a damage resist by continuously damaging our targets. This works particularly well on that hipfire burst mode, granting us 25% DR almost immediately. For our final trade, I'm not running subsistence, at least not with our current artifact options. I don't feel like speeding up the fire rate achieves all that much, as the Choir 1 acts more like a scout scissor banged a merciless than a traditional AR. So for me, I'm leaning towards destabilizing rounds. This AoE effect pairs perfectly with those radiolarian pools to trigger damage easily. Now, as this is a special weapon with a primary utility, we do need to consider our reserves. I found running finders on my helmet wasn't ideal, as I wanted to run triple harmonic siphons for maximum orb output. When we have 3 armored charges, we're going to do a finisher with special ammo finisher. This is going to give us special ammo for both me and my allies. This is going to make those double special builds a lot more comfortable. Being that this is an extremely strong void weapon, I wanted to make the most of our artifact traits. So my Titan kit will be running the Void 3.0. I'm running the second chance gauntlets. I did initially try the Doomfangs, but the Void 3.0 kit struggles compared to the prismatic kits with those inbuilt champ stuns. Luckily the Void 3.0 kit outshines it both with survivability and AoE. Our second chance gauntlets give us a second shield charge. These melees are potent as they now weaken targets and can one-bang barrier shields. Even better, when you get a stun, you regain that melee charge. Champs have now filtered into most levels of Destiny, making it a very powerful tool. I'm running Echo of Starvation. This will feed us Devour off the back of orbs and breaches. So now we can heal ourselves off kills. This was often overlooked on Void Titans. How Void Titans were often overlooked. But now that we had that new Chopper Super, this class as a whole is far better. This Devour is also going to increase our grenade uptime on our Titan. We're running those triple harmonic siphon mods, so we always have easy access to Devour. Controlled demolition. Any target affected by our abilities or volatile explosions makes them volatile. Now, destabilizing rounds on Choir is good, but we don't get that replication with them. With controlled demo, one explosion affects another, then another, until the whole battlefield is covered in that purple space AIDS. Also, as we trigger these explosions, both you and nearby allies are healed. Now obviously we're using that shield throw, this grants us overshields from each contact, and as it ricochets, it can apply volatile to multiple combatants. I tend to favour the Void Wall Grenade. This has the ability to apply volatile to more targets. We're in for a penny, in for a pound with Echo of Instability. This will give us volatile rounds to all our Void weapons off the back of our grenade kills. We have Devour up for the majority of the time, so we don't have a shortage of them. With Echo of Persistence, both our overshields and Devour timers will extend out to 14 seconds. Our overshields are going to increase our melee uptime and increase them by 25%. So, with Echo of Vigilance, if we defeat a target while our shields are depleted, we can gain a Void Overshield. I'm using that Bastion aspect to give both myself and allies overshields from my barricade, and when I throw out that Twilight Arsenal super. With the second chance kit, I want as much uptime with those shield throws as possible, as these will debuff all. Expanding Abyss will make our Void sources deal an additional 5%, and yes, this does include our Choppy Chop super. With Void Hegemony, this gives us overshields when we slay weakened targets. I'm running Counter Energy. When you or a member of your fire team stuns a champion, you gain energy for your least charge ability. It's a good chunk too. Orbs of Restoration on our kicks will work the same way, just off our orb pickups. I run 1 Momentum Transfer to reduce melee cooldown on our grenade damage, and 2 Impact Induction to reduce grenade cooldown off of our melee damage. Along with Innovation and Bomber, we will have plenty of abilities at our disposal to make everybody volatile. Feel free to pause here for all my mods, stats and artifacts, but there will be a dim link in the description down below. I wanted to make this kit to embellish the choir's destabilizing rounds. They're good, yes, but with this kit, they're hostile. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you tried Void 3.0 since the addition of the new super? If so, what was your exotic armor of choice? Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy tie my damies, what a tie.